So the book, as you beautifully described, the book that tells the story of these different figures who sort of circle a lost little boy, a boy without a parent to look after him. One of them is a 30-something man called Theo, full of feelings of duty and responsibility in all aspects of his life, who sort of quite reluctantly shoulders the burden of this child, but does shoulder the burden. And then there's his best friend from school, Ben, who is more irresponsible, shall we say, narcissist, a bit of a bloody nightmare, who is involved with the boy's life and care, but is absolutely not doing it according to any sort of rhyme or reason or schedule. And then there's Teo's father, who's a generation older, who, in my mind and the way I imagined him, was quite a typical man of his generation in that he worked hard, he removed himself from a lot of domestic life when it was his own turn to raise children, that he possibly hurried through it all a bit, sort of not really thinking about it, and has now come to a point in his life in his 70s when he's reflecting on what he might have missed, what decisions he might do differently, at which point this little boy does come into his life through circumstances beyond all their control. And his response, like you say, is very different to Teo's, which is a sort of weary shouldering, and Ben's, which is a sort of light-hearted seeing how things go. In Vic's case, he falls kind of head over heels in love with this little boy and his energy. And as I imagine the character, I think I thought of him as seeing this as an opportunity to redo some of the decisions from the past and perhaps correct some of what he would see as mistakes.
There is a point when he actually puts this into words in front of an authority, and he's thought about it a lot, and he says something to the